What's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and right over here is an estate sale. Gonna check it out.
Mountain Man Treasures.
Welcome into the channel, guys. My name is Troy. I'm a part-time reseller based out of Montana. I've got a day job at a radio station. I get done there, and that's when I go to garage sales, estate sales, thrift stores, places like that. Try to find things that I can buy and then sell again online. I do that primarily on eBay. Now, there's an estate sale right here. It actually started yesterday, and right now it is 11:58. So it's halfway through the second day. They've got a bunch of stuff in there, judging by the little ad that I saw, that's not in my wheelhouse. And that's why I wasn't super excited about getting there first day. There were a lot of glass pieces. There were a lot of marbles, lots of Campbell's soup collectibles. Weirdly, there were some Crocs that they talked about, like Red Wing, the big Crocs, and those are cool, and some of them very valuable, but not something I want to try and put in the mail. So not really worried about picking those up either. So we'll see. I have no idea if there's anything in there that we can pick up and make a profit on, but I'm going to wander in and we'll check it out.
Yeah, let's do this with me, babe. Yeah, there's some little games. Hey, I was looking for you. I thought you left me. I came back. Okay, cool. Take your time. I'm gonna look over this screen.
Hi there, buddy. Hi there. It's worth coming just to see you. Oh, man. You're a good boy.
I'm buying it. Brick, I already got the compressor and I already got all his treasures. Right.
The old Campbell soup dolls can be worth something, like the big cloth body, I think porcelain head maybe. Those are worth good money. So here's some of those Crocs actually. And I got them priced high, but these are really cool. Old Red Wing. Not a chance I could ship it also. Cool. Do you do reselling or do you?
Oh, no, I just get bored and look at YouTube. And
Okay.
I actually know the people that are doing this. So.
Oh, okay. So you're just helping out? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just kind of if they need my help, so.
So you know where all the good stuff is?
Well,
it's day two, right?
Yeah,
So
they sold a lot of stuff.
yeah, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Looked like a lot of stuff that I don't really know a lot about. You know, like glass and marbles and.
Yeah, are the marbles still there?
I don't know. Probably not.
Oh.
But I just got here, so.
Those are like antique marbles.
Yeah, I imagine. Okay. Yeah, I'll wander around and see. What was your name?
Dave.
Dave. Hi, Troy.
Yeah, nice to meet you. I recognize you.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for me. Cool Boy Scout knife. Probably is from the 50s. It's got a chip back here, which is a bummer. It's a little high, but I'll see if they'll work with me on it because of condition. I do 10 on it, but they can hang on to it if they want to.
It might be, I'm not sure if they look stuff.
Geez, these have certainly been picked through, right? Audie Murphy. I've seen his gravesite. In Arlington. Those are cool.
I think it was 7, hold on a second. Oh, 10.
I mean, it's not high end, but I bet that would sell around Christmas if you sell it as a set. That one's, well, is it missing? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, they just moved. Get these guys. Some of those can be okay if they're uncut, but I don't want to fiddle with them.
Show me the money! Show me the money!
So I got a little bit of video in there, not a ton, pretty cramped area. Didn't have my GoPro. I wasn't actually intending to stop at this. And then I thought, you know what? Let's stop, let's check it out. And I'm so glad that I did. We actually found some really good money in a place where I don't typically dig, but I found a couple things and thought, I'm going to keep looking. And we made a lot of money in that estate sale. So let me get home and we'll take a look at what I found. Okay, guys, we are back. I've got the stuff all laid out. Let's take a look at it. I spent $30 total on everything. And like I said, not a ton of video in there, but I got some to give you an idea of what was in there. The best stuff I didn't get a whole lot of video of because it was books, and it's boring watching somebody look through books, but not boring what we found. This first thing, I think you saw me pick these up. I've got 2 of them, actually. Just vintage hand-painted wooden ornaments. And really cool, $2 a piece. I don't think they're super highly valuable, but the fact that there was 2 of them was nice. People do buy these and do collect these. And so I kind of think that these will be worth around the $15 mark plus shipping right in there. I mean, it might push 20, but I think it'd move better if we price it right about 20 bucks or so. These I got for free. Now, I do have to test them and make sure they actually work. It's not Sony, you know, I mean, not super high end. We got GE stereo cassette players. So I do have to test them and make sure everything is okay. But I got 2 of them, so odds are one of them is good. They're actually the same. So once again, one listing, even if these are going to be different, I mean, there's different markings on them and stuff. So I'll make 2 separate listings, but once I have one, it's sell similar and put new photos and stuff like that. So it'll be really easy. My guess on these, probably about $15 plus shipping on each of those. So already, even after fees, that pays off everything, right? I mean, 15 and 15, 15 and 15, we're looking at 60 bucks right here. Let's call it 50, just, you know, to get a good idea. And we've already paid off everything. And then the books are our profit. Now, actually, before that, we do have this. You saw me pick it up. I was saying there that I was maybe going to see if they would work out a deal for us. It was marked at 21 right there. I thought it was a chip. It's not actually a chip. It's like a burn mark right there, actually. So I'm not sure. Actually, the tip on this one, the point is broken off. There we go. You see it's stamped off at some point there. And definitely there's wear on this thing. I mean, you can see it sat somewhere untended to for a while. So it's not in great shape. But these do sell very well. And so I think we can get, I don't know, $30, $35 out of it. So not bad, right? And we got a good enough deal on everything that it's still a cool piece to have in the store. So very happy to pick that up. So that's our non-book stuff right there. We've got in the neighborhood of maybe $100 or so of stuff right there if we get a good price on the knife. So about $100 there. And then the books. And that's where our money is. I'm not a bookseller. You know, I don't go to the store. I don't have the reader and scan all the barcodes and stuff, but I will time to time look at books. I know sometimes to look at Bibles, study Bibles, religious stuff that looks just different. And so that's where I actually started here, is looking to see, you know, is there something different over here? And what I first found was this Stan Lined. He was actually really cool story. Look the guy up. If you're curious about him. He was actually born in my hometown, Billings, Montana, grew up on the Crow Indian Reservation and did traveling with his folks, lived in everything from huts to shacks to stagecoach. I mean, traveled. He got a real appreciation for the Western life. And so he is a really good cartoonist. He had some internationally syndicated cartoons back in the day. This right here was the big one, Rick O'Shea. And Hip Shot. Rick O'Shea was his big one. And then he had one other comic strip. Didn't find any of those. Grassroots one he did later. So he passed away in 2013. And so obviously his stuff is more rare. This one from 1993. And his stuff's pretty collectible. Some more than others. This right here, this book, probably $5 to $10 or so. You know, not super high dollar, but we have some super high dollar in here for sure. Then we got this guy, Rick O'Shea and Hip Shot. These obviously his well-known stuff. Look at this, introduction by Charlton Heston. You know when Chuck does your intro, and one of these guys, not this one, is it this one? One of these is actually signed. It's not this one. So this one is a pretty solid book right here, price-wise. We're looking at about $25 on that guy. And when I saw one, I just started grabbing all the others. And I think I wrote 5 to 10 because I just had the one, and then I realized we got both of them. This is the first, and then this was the second. So I think we can easily get $10 plus shipping for the both of those. Then Stan Lined, we got Partners, book 2. Actually, we got book 1 as well. Look at that. So $35 to $40 for the pair of these. Okay, so you can see how this is adding up here. More Rick O'Shea. Look at that. There is a sold of this at $60 on WorthPoint. I marked down 25 because, look, this one has some water damage. You can see the warping on the front, but you can really see it, like, see back here. This one got some water damage. So this is a relatively rare book, and because Lined is so collected, I think this will still sell. It's just going to sell at a discount. So it's unfortunate that, see, that we got some damage in there, but I think it will still sell. We ought to get $25 for that one. Here's another one. Rick O'Shea, the Daily, 61 to 62. There is a sold of this of $95 because it's a first edition and he autographed it. Okay, so this is an autographed copy, first edition. Sold at $95, or this was the one that's listed. That's right. There is one right now listed at $95. But I think I can undercut them. I think that's a little high. I don't think they're going to get that much. But $75 is certainly something that I could get for this. So that is a killer book right there, $75. Here's one other one, and then we'll tell you about this one. Rick O'Shea and Hip Shot. This is really a rare title. This is book 2. Unfortunately, I don't have book 1. If I put them together, we were looking at about $100 for the pair. Only have book 2, and this is just really rare. There's hardly any of these out there. I think there's one listed right now, is it. And so I ought to get in the neighborhood of $40 to $50 on this one book. So you can see this is piling up. Hogs in the Tunnel. I don't know anything about this, actually, but it looked interesting. I found this actually in a different section, and I thought, you know what? They're probably not going to charge me that much for like these comic book looking things, right? These soft cover, it just doesn't look like much. And so I thought, you know what? We're going to throw it in. If it's not worth anything, it's not worth anything. Turns out this one is fantastic. It's by John Elvin. Like I said, don't know anything about it. Code word, Hogs in the Tunnel. It's an underground classic. He was a political dynamite newsletter guy. And so I don't know. I have no idea. It's something about Bill and Hillary. And apparently it's kind of an underground thing and is very sought after. There are 3 of these available on Amazon right now. There's none on eBay. 3 on Amazon. The cheapest is $89 used. That's the cheapest. They go up into the 90s. Now, this one looks like he spilled his microwave dinner on it at some point. So that's a bummer. We got like some spaghetti or something. I don't know what that is. I'll see if I can clean some of it off, but it's paper, right? So it's not like I can take a Clorox wipe or magic eraser to it. But even still, this is so rare that I ought to be able to get $75 for it because that would be the cheapest available online as far as I know. So Hogs in the Tunnel, we're going to get good money off of that. Now, I did get some hardcovers as well, and we put the sticky notes there because I won't remember. This one is pretty basic, $10 to $15, but the sell-through was really, really strong. So I picked that up. This one was a really good one, $45 to $50 on the Black Book of Communism. So very happy with that one. Again, very strong sell-through. This one has more than, it's like a 200% sell-through rate. Exploring Bible Prophecy from Genesis to Revelation. About, look, you can see there, $10 free shipping. So not anywhere between $10 and $15 or so free shipping. So I could probably put it at, I don't know, $7 plus shipping or so. So not high dollar, but it will sell very, very quickly. And books are so easy to list and ship, guys. So I did throw that one in there. Here we've got the illustrated Bible Handbook. This one sells for about $25. The Jeremiah Study Bible, $20 to $25. And this guy, I put it at $15 just because of condition. If it was better condition, we're looking more at like $30, $35. This is the Gulag Archipelago. This is a pretty old book, and this is a first edition, but like I said, see, it's not in great condition. But because it is a first edition, it will sell, and it will sell pretty quickly. So very happy with this one, even low dollar, because they all, you guys, add up. So I did the math, did the rough math anyway, and it's looking like I said, about $100 for the non-book stuff that we had over there. And then the books themselves, we should bring in about $400, thanks to some of those higher dollar books. $400 plus $100, even I can do that. $500.
$500? Yes, I would like $500.
Off of a $30 investment. And guys, again, that was midday. I went at noon on day 2 of a 3-day sale, and one where I'm sure there were tons of people. There was stuff that collectors would show up to pick up, and that it was the only show in town. There was no other sale, right? So any picker, any reseller, any junk dealer, anybody in town that was looking for stuff was there on Friday or early today. I still found $500 worth of stuff, most of it in the books, where it looked like those bookshelves were pretty full, an area that people just neglected. They didn't look there. And the stand-lined books, they were on the far end of the second shelf against the wall. They were almost in a corner, and people just didn't know or didn't look. Either way, I found them, and we're going to make some pretty solid money off of that. And it was neat at that sale. I didn't have, like I said, I didn't plan on going to it, didn't have the GoPro, but I was standing there looking at some of the stuff at one point, and I heard behind me, you look familiar. I think I've seen you on YouTube before. And I turned around, and you saw part of that conversation there, I think, after that introduction. And yeah, not a guy that actually is a reseller. He just wandered across me on YouTube. So that was cool to have been spotted from behind and recognized. Guess the back of my head looks familiar. Guys, I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging with me for this estate sale pickup and showing you all the books. Keep an eye out for some of that stuff. Maybe you can find some neglected treasure as well. I appreciate it. We're going to let you go.